Shalom. HALALYAM YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM QADASH. Double honors unto my apostles and elders of great millstone that rule well and teach well, early and fervently to the Spirit. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. The Lord is will we may be a part of that number. This is your brother Ariah from the GMS Orlando camp. And just a quick in transit, something that's I was meditating on through the Spirit. You know, Lord's will is be edifying, straight to the point. Going to 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. It says, "For the Most High hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." You know, and I went to that this past week in a live lesson, and it's just been on my mind a bit more since, going into that soundness of mind. You know, soundness, just going into, you know, stability, being resistant to change, being unwavering. Okay, you know, you got your head on straight, basically moving through the Spirit, walking in the Spirit and not in the flesh. All right, and you may also get this in John chapter 16, verse 33. "These things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. In the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world." And that's YAHAWASHI. You know, because YAHAWASHI went through it. He knows exactly what we're going through because he went through it himself, and he overcame it. And you know, he was that example for us and that encouragement for us, you know, so that we understand, so that we know that we can do it too, man, that it's possible. And the Lord, like it said, he didn't give us a spirit of fear. Okay, he gave us the spirit of confidence, man. Salakia. Confidence, love, power, and soundness of mind. That's like, I'll say for me personally, that's the most important thing, is having soundness of mind. You know, having peace of mind, being stable, you know, your mental stability. Because, and you know what came across my mind, you know, I was on the plantation today, and I was thinking about that movie, The Good Dinosaur, I think it's called, that I watched recently, you know, a couple months ago. It's like an animated kids movie, but it's a good movie through the Spirit, you know, because it goes into a young dinosaur male, basically like a coming of age story, you know. And Salakia, basically like a coming of age story, pretty much like, you know, I'm not trying not to spoil it too much, because I would recommend watching it, honestly. You know, for brothers and sisters, you look at that movie, and it's a very beautiful narrative of a young dinosaur going through, you know, on this journey, going through hell, trying to make it back home. You know, he lost his father. You know, his father was trying to man him up, you know, like, look, you got to defend the house, you got to defend the home, you got to do this, you got to do that. But he wasn't ready, basically. And it took him losing his father and being separated from his home, from his family, for him to finally man up. And you watch that, me personally, I get annoyed at that man. I get annoyed when people are being just so damn bitch made, and I get annoyed when people are being, you know, weak, timid, you know, when it's time to speak up, they're not speaking up. Okay, things that could be simple are made complicated because of basically fearful men. That's the point, you know. And throughout the movie, he has a lot of those moments. I mean, that's pretty much his main character flaw. Okay, Salaki. That's pretty much his main character flaw, is he's so fearful of everything. He's so doubtful of himself and his ability to get shit done, man. And throughout the movie, it pisses you off. You know, you're watching him like, dude, it could be so simple. Like, man the fuck up and do what you gotta do, man. Right? But I found myself having to be like, hold up, chill. You know? Because I can see myself in this dinosaur, man. I can see myself in him. I can see at times, you know, I would be fearful. I would doubt myself. I would kind of, you know, chicken out. You know, when a lot of times it could have been simple. I could have just got shit done and got it over with. And it was my own mind that was working against me. When, like the scriptures say, fear is nothing but a betraying of the suckers that reason offereth. Meaning logic, you know, through the spirit really, but logically, the shit that you're so fearful of, it ain't even happened yet, and it's probably not even going to happen. Okay? Reason, logic gives you comfort, but fear goes against that. Because in your mind, you're all like, oh, what if, right? But ain't no what if, man. It's right now. It's this moment. It's what you need to do, what you should and shouldn't do, how you need to move, what you need to do, blah, blah, blah. Just keep it simple, man. But that fear got you bugging out. That fear got you, you know, ruining everything, man. Because of that damn fear, man. And that shit is infuriating. But I had to take a step. I had to humble myself and realize, like, bro, like, I was just like that. And at times, I'm still like that, man. And seeing him in that movie, The Good Dinosaur, seeing the main character overcome his fear. Yeah, he may look corny. Yeah, he may look like an amateur novice. But he's fucking doing it, man. That was it was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. Seeing him overcome his fears and really attack the moment. That phrase, attack the moment, that's been in my mind a lot. Because I watched on Netflix, there's a show called Squid Game, The Challenge, where they pretty much made a live, you know, reality TV show version of Squid Game with real people. And there was a Jake on there, very leadership oriented. At times it came off corny, but you could tell that he was sincere, you know. And that's something that he would say a lot, is attack the moment. And I was like, man, as corny as Jake can be, that's some real shit. Jake got a point. Jake is real with it. So I've been thinking about that, like, yeah, man, overcome your fears, like, through the spirit, man. Just do that shit, man. Attack the moment and stop overthinking, and it's gonna pay off, man. It always does. Through the spirit, the Lord, you know, it always pays off. Okay, I want to get like maybe 2 more scriptures. Right, this is going into the law right here. In Deuteronomy chapter 20 and I'll start at verse 1 just to get some context. It says, when thou goest out to battle against thine enemies, and seest horses and chariots and a people more than thou, be not afraid of them, for the Lord YAHAWAH thy power is with thee, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. And it shall be when so the point right? See, the Lord really covered everything. The Lord is like so cool with it. This is why this law, this is in the law right here. This is why this was put in place, because fear is a very real thing. It's very detrimental, and a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. You see? So that's why it's like, look, there's going to be times where the odds are stacked up against you, where it looks like a losing battle. But the Lord said, look, be not afraid and fear not, for I am with thee. Right? Which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. He always reminds us, look at what I did for you. Remember everything I did for you. What are you so scared of? Right? Jumping down to verse 5. And the officers shall speak unto the people, saying, what man is there that hath built a new house, and hath not dedicated it? Let him go and return to his house, lest he die in battle, and another man dedicate it. And what man is he that hath planted a vineyard, and hath not yet eaten of it? Let him also go and return unto his house, lest he die in battle, and another man eat of it. Basically, like, not only that, not only what it said, but your mind is going to be elsewhere. Your mind is going to be on, damn, I got this shit going on at home. You know, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready to lay my life down like that. And it's really fears. It's really doubts, is what it boils down to. So the Lord is like, look, any of y'all got business that you taking care of, that you're tending to, you know, go ahead and enjoy, you know, enjoy that. Go ahead and deal with that, because we can't have you distracted, worried about what you got going on at home, when we're at war right now. We need your full, you know, coordination, your full attention, undivided. You need to be focused on the battle in front of you. All right? But the flesh, you know, the flesh is fearful. The flesh is going to do what the flesh does. So that's why these laws were put in place, because the Lord understands, man. Understands us better than we understand ourselves. Right? But that's not even the point. The point is, in verse 8. I'm going to jump down. Verse 8. And the officers shall speak further unto the people. They shall say, what man is there, Salakia, what man is there that is fearful and faint-hearted? Let him go and return unto his house, lest his brethren's heart faint as well as his heart. See? So that law is in place for those that are fearful and faint-hearted. Like, look, your heart is going to fail you, and that's going to rub off on your comrades. Another example is Squid Game Season 2. If you haven't seen it yet, no spoilers. I'll just say it's another point, a scene where it's going to piss you off. Okay, pretty much a nigga got scared and abandoned his comrades. I'll put it like that. The nigga got scared, and because of that fear, all in his mind, and they were doing good. Because of that fear, he bitched out, and he ran away. So you're putting your comrades, your brothers in arms' lives on the line. Not only your brothers in arms, but what happens when the enemy wins? They go run up in your country and spoil your possessions, your homeland, your women and children. It's over for, see, there's a lot riding on brothers, man. There's a lot riding on men's backs at all times. You cannot afford to be fearful and faint-hearted. So the Lord's like, look, if any of you are fearful and faint-hearted, just go. Because we don't want that around us. We can't have that around us. You know? It's going to, a little leaveneth the whole lump, is going to rub off on other men. One man drops his sword and runs. That's a domino effect right there. You know? So that's why it said that. But yeah, man, that was something I was meditating on. It's like, it's through the Spirit that I was thinking about that, and I was like, man, that shit really pisses me off. And then I humbled myself. I had to examine myself, like, shit, that shit is like looking at myself. That's how I was, that's how I am at times. You know, but you gotta fight that. You gotta pray. Because when it comes to these demons, when it comes to this, you know, fear and doubts and all that, it don't go away. You just get better at fighting it. Okay? That's a part of the condition of the battle. That's a part of being a man of YAHAWASHI. We're men of war. Okay? The battle does not end. You have to always stay ready. You know, our people in the ancient world, we were never like out of shape, letting ourselves go. None of that. We was always ready. We was always battle hardened men of war. We was always ready. You know, always fit, always taking care of ourselves, training our minds and bodies. Okay? It's necessary. I think that was all the scriptures I had, you know. So this through the Spirit, it's something that it's a constant battle. I was saying it's a constant battle. What I did, you know, when I have those moments, you know, you have to pray immediately. You have to call upon YAHAWASHI. Pray that He takes that spirit of fear off of you. Let these scriptures resonate in your mind. The Lord has not given us a spirit of fear, right, but of a sound mind. Hey, in Isaiah 26:3, the Lord will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed upon Him. So you always have to keep that in mind. You always have to remember that, you know. But yeah, I'll close it out right there. I pray this is edifying. Call LAHAWAH and YAHAWAH and His, double honors to my apostles and elders of the millstone. Shalom to the elect.